You're the lover of my soul. You're the Lord.
Zimbabwe is currently going through seemingly perpetual economic and social crisis. It is universally acknowledged that every economic crisis creates many disguised opportunities. As the crisis bite, communities suffer various forms of maladjustments arising from the closures of industry, instability of the trade sector, loss of jobs, and tearing up of the social fabric and morals of the church's constituency. The Anglican Diocese of Harare has therefore refined its perception of the national crisis into opportunities that will help and save millions of its constituents around Zimbabwe. A number of hefty projects have been planned, and some have reached execution stages. The Diocese of Harare has begun fulfilling its dream of constructing a hotel and a conference facility of comparable standards to those of international acclaim over a short period of time divided into 3 phases. The first phase involves the upgrading of Bishop's Mount's current infrastructure into a mini conference center, restaurant and guest rooms as an income-generating project while maintaining our Christian values. The Lord Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Harare, the Right Reverend Dr. Chad Gandia, commented on its funding.
With the assistance of Trinity Grants and also with USPG in London, we have been able to secure a loan and a grant which will enable us to start this project.
The Mothers Union is financially self-sufficient with the monthly subscriptions and donations from its members, fundraising activities, and running a gift shop that supplies church requirements. It acquired land at a cost of $109,000 in Rua, which they are developing into a functions venue. The venue will host main activities for the church itself and non-Anglicans. Industry, education, and trade sectors will also find the venue to be of great convenience.
It is financed by subscriptions from the members, but also donations from the members. We also have fundraising activities to raise money for that project.
The power of the human intellect would be of no consequence and would be less awesome in an unhealthy body. The church, through Wavui, is constructing a clinic at St. Clair's Mission, Mangwende, in Murewa, 90 kilometers east of Harare. It is a commemorative symbol of remembrance of 5 of its members who perished in a car accident 2 decades ago. The clinic is situated 1.5 kilometers from where the accident occurred. The Guild raised money from many activities, such as sponsored walks of about 380 kilometers from Mutare to Harare, donations from the church and corporate companies. The communities in surrounding areas provided free labor for the construction of the health facility. This clinic will serve communities that have little access to Murewa Major Hospital and will provide free treatment to expectant mothers and free treatment and antiretroviral drugs to patients living with HIV/AIDS.
We are in the process of sourcing for equipment, and we think we have identified people in the country who can donate equipment.
Caledonia Farm is a newly developing community with no formal schools. Students walk for about 1.5 hours to neighboring locations. The Mothers Union is giving birth to a primary school which will service the educational needs of the bustling community. The school is expected to enroll up to 1,000 students between 5 and 13 years of age by the year 2019. The girl child was traditionally the victim of patriarchal attitudes in the society which limited their opportunity. The Guild is particularly keen to ensure that they are afforded an equal opportunity in education. The school will also provide educational opportunities for non-formal students and skill developments for the community.
The name of the school is Mother's Hope because we believe that it is important for our children to have a good grounding in education for a good future. And so it is our hope that all young people in Caledonia will have an opportunity for a good education.
The crowning moment of the Anglican educational schemes lies in the yesteryear groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the Church's first of its kind university in the provinces of Central and Southern Africa. The main campus is being constructed in Marondera, 75 kilometers southeast of Harare. Satellite campuses will be situated in other towns and cities of the country in years to come.
We are setting up a university whose core is on biomedical sciences. We are promoting perhaps 25 degrees, that's initially over the next 15 to 20 years. Out of those, more than 80% are linked directly to health issues.
Nearly $1 billion is needed for the construction of this kind of university. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, which is most crucial and starts everything. The diocese is running special projects, especially in animal husbandry and crop production, as major sources of operational funds, in addition to ongoing fundraising and donations from church members. Endowments, grant funds, international donations, and loans then follow.
Let not funding cripple you. Rather, take it as a challenge to be overcome. And there are many ways of overcoming a challenge.
We have more than 140 colleges and universities globally. Those will also contribute because they form an association of Anglican universities globally. And they will assist in fundraising with respect to promoting aspects of the project. But first and foremost, we're expecting our individual church members to make their contribution. And the synod of the province of the diocese has resolved that each and every member of our diocese contributes $10 a year.
Abraham Maslow, a scientist, in his research identified the main human physiological needs, and shelter is primary among them. The diocese is embarking on a scheme to provide 1,800 medium, 200 low-density residential stands, and 5 church stands in Norton, 42 kilometers west of Harare. This will improve sanitation and augment the government's House Project's internal program called Housing for All. Beneficiaries paid deposits to purchase the stands with an additional monthly installment over a period of 5 years for medium and low density stands. This individual input assisted the church to realize the goal of providing housing to its constituents.
This attracted many people, both in our church and outside of the church, even though we did not have a single cent. But because of the skills in organizing those who wanted a piece of land to buy a house, they then did the contributions, which enabled us to buy the piece of land.
And the people are finding it easier to pay $100 a month as opposed to pay $7,000 at one given go. So it's going to be a project whereby we say people will be paying their monthly installment for the next 5 years.
The project has reached the stage where internal roads, sewerage piping, and surveying of the stands are being developed. Low-density beneficiaries are keen and ready to build their houses.
This is how we are managing to carry out developmental projects in the country during these very difficult times in Zimbabwe.
These projects and schemes are a reflection of both the strength of the human will to overcome social maladjustments and the Church's supportive stance in stabilizing the lives of its congregants in a hostile economic environment. Harare Diocese initiatives may therefore be inspirational to others and may serve as either an arbiter or guidance for similar future ventures by its other sister dioceses in the Anglican Communion.